Hello everybody, this is Nanduram and we are from Sonu Academy. First, knead the clay. Start with about half pound of clay with 30% of moisture. Slowly warm it and work out the air bubbles by kneading it with your hands. Still even out the clay consistency, eliminating with your hands. Still even out the clay consistency, eliminating lumps of soft spots and make it more pliable and easier to work with it. To take care to avoid folding, poking and other actions that could add air pockets and bubbles to the clay. Around moisture, clump of clay body is thrown at the wheel head or a bat attached to it. The lymph or clump is made even and forced to the center of the wheel by applying pressure with the hands. The thrower finds the center of the clay by moving a thumb across the lymph until no more friction is felt. The thumb is pressed into the center of the lymph, stopping about 5 minutes from the wheel head. The hole thus made is widened and the sides thus defined as pulled up and made thinner and by pressure between the hands. The vessel is shaped and the mouth is smoothed. The vessel is cut from the wheel head and cheese wire and left to shiften. Sometimes the shiften vessel is inverted on the wheel and trimmed with a sharp tool. Now I let the pot dry in front of the warm fireplaces so that the next layers will not to be too heavy a burden to carry to the bottom. At this stage I could stop and let the pot dry completely and fire it. It will make a nice wee bowl. This is then the first method of making a pot completed. A skilled potter can quickly throw a vessel from 15 kg of clay. Alternatively, by throwing and adding of coils of clay, then blowing again, pots up to 4 feet height made by them and heated up blowing lamp being used to frame each throwing section before the adding the next coil. In Chinese manufacture, very large pots are made by two throwers working simultaneously. All these processes are taken to make a pot for so many days. This is Nandita and we are from Sonu Academy.